Retain gang, what's poppin', man? This your boy Tay, back at y'all again with another video, man. Peace, love, and abundance to everybody watching right now. So I want to talk to you guys about 5 things you shouldn't ignore, or else your future self will never forgive you. All right, this is very important. So before we start the video, make sure you guys smash that like button, follow me on all my socials, go ahead and subscribe to my new IG channel at It's DY Live. I'm giving away a free 30-day semen retention guide. All right, so all you have to do is go there and DM Retain Gang, and it's all yours. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel as well. All right, so with that being said, guys, one thing you don't want to ignore, you want to do today, so that way you can set your future self up for success, is stop procrastinating. You gotta stop procrastinating. If it's something that you need to get done, do it today. Don't put it off till tomorrow. Don't wait. All right, think of your life like a relay race. Think of it like the 4x1. Your past self handed the baton to you. You're in the present moment running, and you're about to hand off to your future self. You don't want to run a half-ass race. You want to give it your all. You want to put everything in this race right now to set your team up for success, so that you can win, get that gold medal, get on that podium, right? You feel what I'm saying? You want to get that medal, man. So in order for you to do that, you got to make sure that you're handing off the baton to your future self in the best place that you can. All right? Life is the same way. If you procrastinate today, you're setting your future self up for failure, and you're putting a lot of pressure on your future self, because now they got to pick up the slack and do what you didn't do. All right? And your future self will never forgive you for that, because it's going to look back and say, dang, why didn't I do this? Why didn't I do that when I had time? Now I got to play catch up. Right? You giving the baton, you in last place, and you expecting third leg, you expecting your fourth leg or whatever to pick up the slack. You putting that pressure on them, man. Don't do that. If you got some goals that you have to hit today, make sure you're crossing them out. Every single day you're doing this. Just reset and reapply. The second thing that you don't want to ignore, you want to do today, is invest in your health, mentally, spiritually, and physically. You got to invest in yourself. People don't just get sick for no reason. People don't get depressed for no reason. It comes from an unhealthy lifestyle. It comes from traumas that we never healed from. It comes from old habits that we keep repeating that we know aren't good for us. All right? If I'm eating BS 3 days in a row and I eat some BS today, if I get sick tomorrow, I don't have nobody to blame but myself. I can't say, oh, why am I sick today? Where'd this come from? Well, what have you been applying to your body? You've been putting junk food inside of your body. Things that's going to cause sickness. So, of course, you can't be surprised when you're sick tomorrow. And your future self is not going to forgive you for that ever, because it's going to look back and say, man, why couldn't you set me up to have a good day? You enjoyed yourself. Now I got to pay for what you did in the past. You be eating BS all week. Now I got to pay for your transgressions. You know, that's not fair. So you got to set your future self up for success. So you have to set your future self up to have the best day, so that they can carry the baton and raise the bar for tomorrow and the next day and the next day. Everything is cause and effect. Everything is a chain reaction. It's a domino effect. What you did last week is going to affect you today. What you did yesterday is going to affect you next week. Okay? So even spiritually, mentally, remember, energy can neither be destroyed nor created. It's simply transferred from one outlet to another. So all the energy you have today, that you conjure up today, is being transferred to yourself tomorrow. The third thing you don't want to ignore, you want to make sure you're doing this today, is learn something new. Each and every day, make sure you're learning, you're gaining knowledge. And I'm not just talking about reading books. Books is only one way of learning. Okay, and really all a book is just another man's thoughts put into literature. That's all it is. You're reading another man's perspective on life or whatever the subject matter might be. But understand, you're writing your own book of life right now as we speak. The story isn't over, it's being created. So you can learn from your own stories. And this is my homework for you guys. Take some time out to reflect on what you've been through today. What situations have you been in? What conversations have you had? All right, and you can learn from these things. See, a lot of times we don't take that time to sit back and reflect, so we never learn anything new. We're just doing stuff, and this is how we get into repeated cycles and repeated habits. And you're wondering why the same thing is happening to you over and over again, because you're not learning. You're not paying attention to your life. Every single day is special. If you have a hard time sitting down and reflecting, start journaling. Okay, write down your day, what you did today. Write everything down, how you felt. That way your future self can look back and read the history on you. Okay, I see May 10th, I was in a bad mood. Why was I in a bad mood? Oh, I didn't handle my business. I was procrastinating. So now I know that whenever I procrastinate, it puts me in a sour mood. It gives me a bad attitude. So I'm gonna stop procrastinating in the future, right? Your future self can look at that and say, okay, I know what not to do. And this is how you learn about yourself. This is how you grow each and every day. You see, you gotta reflect. So you want yourself today to appreciate who you were in the past. You don't want to look down on yourself, who you were yesterday, and say, man, bro, why did you put us in this situation today? You don't want to think like that. You want to look back and say, yeah, bro, I'm proud of myself. I'm glad you did the work yesterday, so now we can be in this space today, right? We can be in this energy today. You leaving everything on the track. You leaving everything on the field. That's a great feeling. The fourth thing you shouldn't ignore and you should start doing today is either water your relationships or cut ties. All right, you need to stop wasting your time with people that's not good for you. Either you're going to apply pressure and put resources and put energy into your relationships, whether it's your girl, whether it's your family, your friends, or you're going to cut them off completely. Because if these people aren't serving you anymore and they're just draining you, taking your energy away from you, they don't believe in you, they don't motivate you, why do you have them around? You need to cut them off so that your future self can move on and you can meet new people and you can fill that void, right? Because the universe is always going to fill what you lost. And that's the thing with us, is we're afraid to lose. We get so attached to things because we don't think we can replace it. Everything gets replaced based off of your frequency. But on the contrary, if you have a strong relationship with someone and their energy matches yours, water that relationship. Give energy to it. Okay? Everything that we're doing is setting ourselves up for tomorrow. You want to set yourself up right. You don't want to put too much pressure on your future self where they have to do all the work and pick up your slack. All right? If you water a relationship today, it can be even business related. If you water it today, it's going to benefit you tomorrow. It's going to set you up for opportunities. It's going to make you feel good as well because you're putting good karma out there. But if you don't cut ties with people that's not good for you, what you're going to do is you're never going to be at your best, because you're always going to have that person pulling your energy away from you, pulling your energy and distracting you, taking your attention away from what you need to focus on. Every single day, you always have to reevaluate yourself, recalibrate yourself, recalibrate your circle, because things change. Everything don't stay the same all the time. Okay, you might have had some friends who was cool with you years ago, but man, you might be in a different space right now, a different headspace, and you don't resonate with what they do anymore. It gets like that, right? But you shouldn't feel bad. You shouldn't feel like you have to hold on to them. No, move on. Y'all both move on. That way y'all can grow. You give yourself room to grow and to experience. All right? Don't ignore this, because you're stunting your growth. You always want to grow. Remember, the day you don't learn something is the day you don't live. All right, so You need to free yourself up to be able to learn and grow and experience something new. And last but not least, guys, the last thing that you don't want to ignore and start doing today is keep a positive mindset. And I know this might sound cliche or corny, or whatever the case, you know, stay positive. Yeah, that's easier said than done. Right, okay. But understand this, your life is only as good as your mindset. Understand, guys, negative thoughts creates a malevolent reality. And that's facts. You're going to create a reality that you don't want to live in, that's not going to be in your favor. Nothing's going to go right for you, because that's what you're creating. You're seeing, you're putting that vision out there. You're putting that energy out there. So what do you expect to happen? And now you're setting your future self up to live in hell. You know what I'm saying? To experience hell. And then your future self not going to forgive you for that, man. It's going to be like, man, look, now I got to fix this problem as well. Your future self going to look back and say, man, why y'all keep giving me all these problems to handle? Why y'all keep putting all this burden on my shoulders? You know, it's like your future self is inheriting the sins of his forefathers, which is the different versions of you from the past. Stay positive, even if it's not looking too bright for you today. Maybe things not going your way today. Okay, you still can find some glimmer of light in your day. Something that went right for you. Did you eat today? You got clothes on your back? You got a roof over your head, right? Did you smile today? Did you laugh today? Little things, man, that can really change the course of your energy and direct your path, direct your day to a better future. And your future self is going to love you for that, man. Okay, even though we had a bad day, man, he still made the best of it. He still found that light. And now I feel some of that light. Understand, you're passing the energy, that baton is the energy. So all the energy you accumulate today, all the karma you accumulate today, you're passing that to your future self. Your future self feels everything that you went through today. And then some, because now the future self got to deal with what it's going to go through in his experience as well. Okay? So remember, guys, with all this being said, it's the little things. The little things that matters the most. You going for a walk in your neighborhood, or going to the park, going out into nature, doing something that you love today. All right? All that matters into creating your future. There's not one small thing that's going to just be whatever. Everything plays a part. Everything is a piece to the puzzle. So you got to make sure you're putting that puzzle, you're fitting that puzzle with the right pieces. Okay? So don't take this lightly, man. Make sure that you are every single day you're going hard for what you want, right? No wasted energy. Use all your energy towards your purpose, your goals, for your health, spiritual enlightenment, growing, learning. That's what you want to give your energy to. Your happiness, your love. All right? This is how we prosper, man. This is how we grow. This is how we create a benevolent future. All right? So show your future self some love, man. Give it some grace. Give your future self space to grow. So with that being said, I hope this video resonated with y'all. If you would like, I have a Retain Gang community that I created as a safe space for anybody who wants to join, that wants to be around like-minded souls. You want to grow, you want to become the best version of yourself, ask questions, etc., right? We do weekly discussions and calls. We have some content and courses that's available, and the community is growing every single day. So go ahead and solidify your membership now. I'll leave a link for that in my description. Also, if you need to speak with me, I do one-on-one consultations, so I'll leave a link for that as well. You have a beautiful day, man, and I'm out. Peace.